car. For once, I'm not doing a vlog. I mean, this is like technically a vlog, but I'm not doing like a week in the life or anything like that, a weekly vlog, blah, blah, blah. Today is the first day of fall break. I only have 2 days off of school, but I don't have school today and I don't have work. So it's the first day in forever that I felt like I've had absolutely zero to do. I've also been feeling kind of poopy lately, just because, oh, I just saw my arm and it freaked me out. Just because, I don't know why, I've just felt like awful. And I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself lately, and I'll talk about it more, but I'm gonna get some gas first because I'm gonna take myself on a little date today. I don't know, I just wanted to take myself out because I've been super stressed lately, and I want to take advantage of the fact that I have a little bit of a break. So I'm gonna go on a little date and we'll talk about it after I get gas because I'm literally on empty right now. I've been super overwhelmed lately. I don't know. I moved almost 2 months ago exactly. So tomorrow will be 2 months. I moved at the drop of the hat. I'll just give like a little brief synopsis of like what happened. Basically, I was at school back home in Maryland and just hated it. Knew that I always wanted to go out of state. Like everybody that I talked to knew that I wanted to go to Florida. So I wanted to be in Florida for school. I got an opportunity to go to like a really great school around me at home, and I thought that that was going to be the best thing for me, and it just quite literally ruined me. I just hated it. I think there were certain times where I was like, oh, this is cool, because I was just trying to convince myself that I liked it more than I really did. Yeah, I just wasn't happy. I always wanted to work in music and work in music business, but I didn't know how to get into it. I was like, you know what? I'll just get my business degree and I will try to find a way into the music industry. And I just realized that's a little bit harder than I was kind of letting myself think, because I was going to school in Baltimore and there's just nowhere in Maryland to like get involved in music. Something fell through with my old school and I just couldn't keep putting out like more money. Basically, I was putting out my own money to this school that just wasn't doing anything for me, and I knew I hated it and I didn't want to spend my own money on a school that I knew I hated. Decided literally on the spot in April that I was gonna transfer to Belmont and study music business. And I was super excited about it. When I got in, I was like, holy shit, this is literally everything I've ever wanted to do. Now I'm just feeling overwhelmed because I'm here and I keep forgetting that I'm here and like I'm in Nashville. I just applied for like a huge internship yesterday. I like felt sick to my stomach the whole time when I was writing my resume and like submitting everything, because I tell myself that this isn't just something that I want to do, like a dream job. Like it's very much 1000% possible. I know that this school is going to get me the connections that I need and do everything for me that I could possibly need. And it's just overwhelming in a good way. I've never felt so validated in like what I want to do, because at home it's like, oh, I want to work in music, and people are like, okay, how are you gonna get into that without moving? But I've just been super overwhelmed and like stressed out for those reasons. So I was like, I deserve a break. It's fall break. I deserve to like take myself on a little date and relax a little bit. My anxiety has been like off the walls for months and it's just getting worse. I just want one day where I don't do anything and I just like treat myself to a coffee and walk around and just try to make myself feel a little bit better. I just think that I'm a perfectionist and I put a lot of pressure on myself, and especially now more than ever because I'm being exposed to the things that I have dreamt of doing for years, that now I'm like, everything has to be perfect and I have to be the best at everything I can possibly be the best at. Stay ahead because like everybody's like competing for the same type of thing. I'm just being extra hard on myself, which like it's good to have that sometimes because it forces you to work, but it's just getting to the point where like it's just too much. If Frothy Monkey is busy, I'm gonna be so upset. So Frothy Monkey's totally packed. So I'm gonna drive to Crema instead. and I'll see you there because I gotta focus. I'm not surprised if Frothy Monkey's packed because it's closer to school, and if everybody's on break, they're probably going to Frothy Monkey. Emma's like on First Street. If it's packed, I'm just getting my stuff to go because I'm just not gonna drive around and waste my gas trying to find somewhere to get coffee because I've already had coffee today, but I just wanted to like do something cute for myself, and I don't want to like sit down somewhere for a while because my anxiety's not gonna let me do all of that. But I think something else that I've kind of come to realize since being here is like I just crave validation in the sense that I want people to see how hard I work. I just want someone to tell me they're proud of me because I'm a very independent, like do it myself kind of person, but with how hard I'm working right now, I want someone other than myself to recognize it. There was somebody the other day at work who literally made me cry because, to be fair, she was most definitely drunk, but she was asking me because she was like, you don't sound like you're from Nashville, like where are you from? And I kind of explained the whole situation. I'm like, yeah, I'm from like around Baltimore, but I moved here for school. Explained everything about like school, what I'm doing down here. The whole time she was like, that's so amazing, like that's so fun, that's so interesting, good for you for moving, like saying all this really sweet stuff. And then she's like, I can tell that you want this so badly. Like I'm like about to cry right now because just thinking about it. She was just being so sweet, and she was just telling me how she could tell how hard I was working, how badly I wanted it, and she was like, and you know what, I can tell inside of you that you just have this drive, and like you are gonna make this happen, I promise you. There's gonna be hard stuff that come along your way, and you just have to like, you have to keep going. It'll be so worth it. It seems tough right now, but you're gonna get through it, and I promise you, like everything's gonna work out the way that you want it to. And it's like the simple things, like she's saying the same thing that like my mom tells me, right? She's just saying like, you know, keep working hard, everything will pay off, you're doing great. It's just the fact that it's coming from a stranger. I don't want to say that she's just saying shit just to say it, because I could just tell she like actually was trying to help me and just be nice, and she didn't even know that anything was like in my way, and I felt like I was doubting what I was doing. So the fact that she was just like, I can tell how hard you're working, and just was going on and like looking me in my eyes, and like it was just crazy. It just felt really good to hear that. And I don't know, I'm just, yeah, my parents say that to me, like my mom tells me that all the time. It's so different when it comes from somebody that you don't know, somebody who has no idea like what's going on in your life, no idea what things you're dealing with, and they say something like that, and then it's just like, dang, okay, how did you know this? Like, she was like looking at my name tag, and she goes, I'm gonna remember your name. And I was like, yeah, you will. So now I'm like, I feel like I'm doing it for this lady that came to my work because she was just so sweet. And I shouldn't rely, it's not that I rely on that, but it's just that it helps. Everybody wants a pat on the back sometimes. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's weird for me to think about how I'm here by myself. I think the goal of mine was always to move out, and I'm 19 and I moved out, and it's like, yeah, it's great, but it's just weird. So it's cool that I'm doing this and I'm proud of myself. This is like everything I could ever want, but it's just really weird. It's like the little things that I just got used to having other people do for me. And people are like, do you like Nashville? Like, how is everything? And I'm like, yeah, it's great. I'm just confused because I thought I was gonna be at my old school all 4 years. I didn't think I was ever gonna apply to Belmont. I didn't even know what the school was until December, and I didn't apply until April. All of this happened so fast, and I think that's why I'm so confused and like overwhelmed, because I had no time to process that I was moving. I also worked my last day of work at my old job, and the next day moved, and then started my new job the week after I moved. So I had absolutely zero time in between to be like, okay, I'm gonna have some time to relax and explore Nashville. I've been here 2 months, and I'm going to places I've never been before just now because I'm like forcing myself to go out. I'm very happy with my decision to come here, and I'm happy with like how my life is going to look when I'm done with school, because I just feel very confident that this is exactly what I needed. So weird to think that this is what I'm doing with my life. There are so many great things that are gonna come out of this that I'm just so overwhelmed in a good way, but I'm still overwhelmed. I just don't know, my brain's like getting everything confused, so I'm just anxious all the time. People are like, well, why are you anxious? And I'm like, well, it might be something good, I just don't know, because I have so much going on that I can't process anything that I'm feeling. I didn't stay there for super long. It was kind of cold when I got there. There were people and it was windy. It was just kind of loud. But I just sat there and like had some avocado toast, had a latte.